Sibley reaches historic ton before Hampshire pile on the runs. Dom Sibley only needed a further 5 runs on day 3 to reach an historic 600 in consecutive first-class games, but the rest of the Warwickshire batsmen fell around him on day 2 to leave them work to do to avoid the follow-on. Sibley and Brooks began sedately in their attempt to reach the follow-on target, and slow and steady looked to be winning the race until Dawson held on to a Brooks drive off the bowling of Weatherly. But Sibley was able to clip Weatherly to mid-wicket to bring up his historic century, the first Warwickshire batsman to score 100 in 6 consecutive matches, a magnificent achievement. And Warwickshire were able to avoid the follow-on as Jitan Patel played a cameo role in support of Sibley. Patel fell, however, after wafting at a ball from Berg, with Allsop taking the catch. And soon after, Hannon Dorby perished in slightly comical fashion, bowled by Berg to wrap up the innings. A great effort by Sibley to carry his bat, but his side trailed by 121 on first innings. Weatherly got off to a quick start as Hampshire looked to set an imposing target, picking up 3 early boundaries off Brooks. And he showed no sign of slowing down as he and partner Soames brought up 50, a better than 5 and over, before the lunch interval arrived. Hampshire would have hoped they could continue at the same rate of knots in the afternoon session and set up a declaration in the evening. Soames picked up where he'd left off before the interval, sending Hannon Dorby to the rope 3 times in an over. And then picking up a 6 and a 4 from the next over off Patel to bring up his 50 from just 46 balls. Soames was motoring and Hampshire moved swiftly past 100, but one big shot too many proved his downfall as he picked out Patel at mid-wicket off Miles. And Weatherly fell soon after, 4 runs short of his own half-century as he was strangled down the leg side by Henry Brooks. Allsop was then bowled round his legs, attempting to sweep Patel. Hampshire had committed to their fast scoring rate though, and they pressed on with Russo taking the lead with back-to-back 4s off Brooks, followed by a brutal maximum off Thompson for the big South African. Russo looked like he was still playing one-day cricket as he picked up boundaries at will, and he reached his 50 from just 29 balls with another 6, this time crashed over mid-on. It didn't take Russo long to hit his straps after the interval with a 6 and a 4 from Patel's first over after the resumption. And it turned into an impressive over as North East picked up back-to-back boundaries of his own. When Russo dispatched Hannon Dorby for 6 from the first ball of the next over, 27 had been scored from the last 7 balls. But the South African lived by the sword and died by the sword as he failed to clear deep mid-wicket and picked out Brooks. Dawson fell 3 balls later, plumb LBW to Patel. Amid the carnage, North East was able to bring up his 50 and then decided enough was enough, declaring and setting Warwickshire an imposing 424 to win. After carrying his bat in the first innings, Sibley had been on the field for the entire game, and that exertion may have taken its toll as he pushed at a ball from Abbott that moved late and edged behind to Allsop. The Warwickshire batsman understandably dropped anchor in the hope of surviving unscathed until tomorrow, but Rhodes perished after taking a swipe at Dawson and picking out Russo. That left Warwickshire 42 for 2 and still 382 behind at the close, and hoping for some help from the weather on day 4 to escape with a draw.